What's happening, my Jack family? Coach Scott here, jackedafter40.com. Welcome to another episode of the Jacked After 40 Life Vlog. I just completed week 1 of a 28-day shred. I'm going to be sharing my experiences from the week, what I learned from it, as well as sharing a full day of eating that I'm going through today. And you're going to get some footage from a workout that I'm going to be hitting with Rick later on. We're hitting shoulders and arms today. Looking forward to sharing that. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. More than anything, I want to hear from you down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts, share your insights. I want to hear from you. We're sharing this experience together. First things first, let's hop on the scale to see what kind of progress I've made this week. And I am weighing in at 146.6 pounds, which is down exactly 2 pounds from this time last week. And I couldn't be happier with those results. And I couldn't be happier with how I'm looking right now. Definitely getting tighter around the lower belly and the oblique area. And I really noticed the difference as the week's been going on here. The detail and vascularity, especially my shoulders and arms, is really starting to come through, even though it's only been just 7 days into this 28-day shred. Now, I prefer to weigh myself daily. I detach all emotion from that weigh-in. It's just data, and I plot out my graph. I use my own personal app as well as the Happy Scale app, which smooths out the trend. So the plot points you see here are going to be all over the place, but the Happy Scale app smooths it out. So you see that nice linear downward trend there. But the interesting thing is like most days I was spot on with my caloric target right around the 2,000 calorie mark. I think I only had one day that was a little bit above. I had some days that were just slightly below. My goal was hitting a weekly target of 14,000 calories, which does work out to the 2,000 calories per day. So you think if you're eating the exact same amount each and every day, you should lose exactly the same each and every day, but that's not the case. And that's one of the reasons. I mean, some people would look, they step on the scale and say, oh crap, I didn't lose weight today. They'd be frustrated and wonder what's going on. Whereas myself, I look at it, I'm like, oh, my weight didn't change today. What could be the reason for that? Maybe was I a little bit more stressed yesterday? Did I not get as much sleep? Did I eat my last meal a little bit later in the day? What was that meal made up of? If it's a dense protein that's taking longer to digest in my system, that could have an impact. Was it salty food that is causing me to hold on to more water? Maybe I haven't relieved myself as much this morning as I did the previous morning. So there's all different factors why your weight may stay the same or maybe even go up. So I think of those things, I see the data, and I think these could be the possible reasons for it, but I just move on. It's mainly the week. As long as I'm seeing a weekly trend going downwards, that's what's important to me. So even though I was pretty much around that 2,000 calorie mark each and every day, after the first day, I didn't lose any weight at all. My weight stayed exactly the same. You'd think first day on a diet, you drop your calories, 500 calorie deficit, you should notice a difference just in the food volume in your system. But again, a lot of it had to do with the meal that I had the night before. So I didn't lose any weight the first day, and actually the first 2 days, my weight stayed the same, which was just crazy. And then the third day, my weight dropped a pound. So it's not like, oh, whoa, here, maybe yesterday that was the key. I needed to eat like I did yesterday because that's when I dropped the pound. No, it just happened to be those 2 days. For whatever reason, my weight was staying the same, but then it all kind of caught up after that. And then may stay the same that day, so I dropped a pound and then stayed the same the next day, dropped a tiny bit the next day, dropped half a pound the following day, and then dropped just a tiny bit from yesterday. So it's not been exactly the same each day, but it's fascinating just to kind of see that data and just kind of think about some of the different reasons that may have caused the weight to either change or not change. And it's never because of me personally, my effort. Everything has been very consistent. I've been giving it my absolute best. All of it just has to do with a lot of other factors that aren't necessarily in your control, but just other factors that influence that number on the scale. So let's talk a bit about nutrition. I've really settled into a good routine lately where I'm having a shake for breakfast, my first meal around 9 a.m. Second meal is typically 2 large eggs, some oats and berries. My third meal, typically around 2:30, is usually plain Greek yogurt with some mixed berries. So those 3 meals have basically been staples for the past few days this week, and it really helps keep things mindless for me, structured, routine, habit. it just simplifies the overall process when I'm keeping those kinds of things consistent. Dinners have been fantastic. I've had tacos, I've had sloppy joes, chicken and rice. It's been fantastic. On the weekend, I did indulge in some chips, so it's kind of been a little habit for me. I'm not sure if I want to break from that habit or not, but twice this weekend I split half a bag of Miss Vicky's chips. Works out to be, I think, between 500 and 600 calories. I probably put myself around 600 calories for my serving, my helping of those chips. I love them. Again, it's just watching movies and having something to munch on. Not the best nutrient-rich foods, but it's foods that I enjoy, and that is something that you should always take into consideration when building your diet plan, creating your meal plan to get shredded after 40, is to incorporate your favorite foods into it. I also had, I think in total over the weekend, 4 of those Ferrero Rocher little hazelnut balls. And I think I had a cinnamon dolce latte one of those days. I did have a beer last night after hockey, just a Bud Light. But overall, it's been pretty good quality nutrient-rich foods, but foods that I enjoy. Normal people food, man. Like, everyone asks me, I'm not sure what I should be eating. What food should I be eating? Don't overcomplicate this. The main thing is hitting your caloric targets and being within the ballpark of your macronutrient ratios. For the most part, I've been right around the 150 grams of protein each day. That's been what's most consistent. Carbs and fats have fluctuated. A day where I'm having those chips, like 500, 600 calories comes from chips. That's going to be a day where my fat intake is going to be up and my carbs are going to be a bit lower. Take it as it is. The main thing is, like, my protein is up and I'm hitting my caloric target, and I'm living life to the fullest and enjoying myself. Now let's take a look at my activity for the week, which remains relatively the same whether I'm trying to get shredded, maintain my physique, or build muscle. And you can count on Chief and I getting out for at least 1 walk a day. And for the past week, we got out twice each day, first thing in the morning and later on in the day, about 25 to 30 minutes each time. For me, it's me time. It's where I am most in tune with myself. I love being grounded in the moment, connected with nature. It's what makes me tick. I love it, which is why I make it a part of my daily routine no matter what my goals are. When it comes to workouts, I am following the January workout plan from the Jacked After 40 Club, which follows the max recovery model, where we're punishing chest, back, and legs with 9 sets once per week. We're prodding it with 6 sets the second time, and prodding it with 3 sets, actually 4 sets, the third time. So following that structure, I've shared it in a recent video. I will link to that up above and down below so you can get more details on the structure there. If you want to follow the same workout plan I'm following along with fellow men over 40 like you, be sure to join the Jacked After 40 Club. We would love to have you in there and share this experience together. Good morning to you. I am having 2 cups of coffee with a little bit of unsweetened vanilla almond milk to start my day. It is just after 6 a.m. I am feeling pretty darn tired today. Thursday morning, Wednesday night, I play hockey, and it happened to be the late game, so I didn't go home till around midnight. Took me a little bit to fall asleep. I think I fell asleep around just after 12:30, so less sleep than what I'm used to, but my body's just, it's like an alarm clock, 6 a.m. no matter how late I go to bed, which is always why I prefer to go to bed earlier and get a great night's sleep. No worries, I'll wake up, coffee will be flowing through my system in no time. It's 8 a.m. Chief and I are getting ready to head out for a brisk walk. It's been pretty mild for the most part this winter, but we've had 2 days in a row here of pretty freaking cold temperatures, so the lake has a little bit of ice on it, but it will definitely be melting in the upcoming days. We're gonna get a nice little heat wave coming back at us. It's 9 a.m. Chief and I just got back from our walk not that long ago, and I'm about to have my first meal of the day, a kefir shake. This is a daily ritual for me. 1 cup of homemade kefir, 1 cup of unsweetened vanilla almond milk, an ass load of spinach, a banana, and a scoop of protein powder. I just started using this PVL ISO Gold protein powder. There was a big sale, Boxing Day sale at Popeyes, buy one get one free. I think it's $99 Canadian for it. It's a 6-pound tub. This is peanut butter chocolate flavor, and I gotta say, I am enjoying it. It's a nice change of pace for me. just usually go for what's on sale for the most part. I do have some of my favorites, but when it comes to protein powder, I just kind of look for the deals and go from there. And along with my breakfast, I have 2,000 IUs of vitamin D3, 900 milligrams of fish oil, so there's 600 EPA in there, 300 DHA, so it's a triple strength dose, pretty concentrated, and 300 milligrams of magnesium. I used to take my magnesium at night. Heard that taking it before bed can help calm you, but based on the research from what I've been reading, really doesn't make all that difference, so I just take it first thing in the morning now. It's noon and time for my second meal of the day. I'm having 2/3 cup of oats with 140 grams of frozen mixed berries, along with a little dash of cinnamon in there, and on the side I've got 3 large eggs that I fried up, scrambled up in a little bit of Pam cooking spray. It's 3:30, getting ready to eat my third meal of the day here, 260 grams of plain Greek yogurt and 140 grams of frozen mixed berries. This is my pre-workout meal, gonna be hitting the gym in about an hour and a half. Throughout the day, I have 4 of these Lifesaver mints, 60 calories in total. I'm getting ready to head out to the gym, and since I'm working out around 5 o'clock, I know I won't be home till around 7, so I prepared dinner ahead of time, so it will be ready when I get here. I'm having smoked salmon, Brussels sprouts, and rice for dinner. So what I did was put the 2 little fillets of smoked salmon in a brine for 3 hours, so that's 2 cups of brown sugar and half a cup of kosher salt. So in the refrigerator, 3 hours, rinsed it all off, put it on the smoker and smoked it for 3 hours. The last hour I put on the Brussels sprouts. I think there's about between a cup and a half of Brussels sprouts on there, with a little bit of seasoning, some ground black pepper, sea salt, and some sage and some thyme. Just sprinkled that on there. And the rice, that is 90 grams of rice, and I have 3 tablespoons of plum sauce on there. And here we got Rick, 57 years young and looking absolutely freaking jacked. His arms are looking massive and shredded. The details are absolutely ridiculous. The striations are crazy impressive, and Rick is sitting 5 pounds heavier than his typical weight. Normally, he's been averaging around 165 pounds throughout most of the year. He trims down just a tiny bit when he's goes off on vacation, and then right back up to 165 pounds. But for the past few months, he's had a steady increase in weight and kind of been sitting around that 170 pound mark and looking just as lean as ever. His abs are tight. He's just looking fantastic there. So really impressive to see him in action here today. And this movement, this tricep machine dip, is something I don't typically do. Typically, I save the machine dips or dipping movements for chest. I find I don't get as much activation and stress on the triceps with this exercise, but just for variety purposes, and Rick visiting our gym here today, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna throw in some different exercises that I don't typically include in my plan, and he doesn't typically do or have at his gym. So it was just fun to play around with this. Really happy with how my triceps were looking with that exercise as well. We also hit the loaded stretch with the low pulley overhead tricep extension, holding it for as long as we could. I got pretty darn close to 30 seconds, I think, here with the stretch, and it felt incredible. My tricep has been a little bit tight, the right tricep right close to the elbow joint there, and doing this exercise for the past 2 weeks has been fantastic. Really loosening it up. The burn is off the charts, amazing. We then moved on to biceps, hitting an easy bar curl here, and my endurance for the easy bar curl here was 60 pounds. Was awesome, feeling really good. This exercise just felt incredible today. I felt strong, I had the endurance there, everything was rolling pretty smooth, and again, Rick looking incredible, all pumped and jacked up from this. Just really great training with him. If I can get a workout with him at least once a month from now on, I would be, I'd be in my glory, because I really do miss training with him at my former gym there. So great to bring him into our kind of atmosphere, the hardcore bodybuilding atmosphere at this Fit for Less location. Absolutely love training with him. So we then moved on to a loaded stretch for the biceps and then hit shoulders. So we've reversed the order here. Typically I'll start my workout with shoulders and then move on to either biceps or triceps, but we thought we'd reverse the order here and finish off with shoulders. And with the machine lateral raise, this is something I'll swap back and forth. I'll do dumbbell lateral raises for one workout and then the machine lateral raises the next time. It's a different feel. I'd say overall I prefer the feel of the dumbbells, but there's something about this movement that it's just different, it's unique, it creates a different kind of tension for the delts, and here we performed, we just worked ourselves up. We did some higher reps, nice and light the first set, like 15 to 20 reps, and then gradually bumped it up each set, and then on the final set we did a drop set, and it was just a fantastic burn and pump. And then we moved on to the machine shoulder press. Actually, we did a few other shoulder exercises before. We really hit shoulders pretty darn good in this workout today, so went a little off plan again with Rick there. We just decided to tackle things and really just have some fun and let loose. And this machine shoulder press just feels so smooth. It's just a great angle. I like the positioning of it. I like the hand grips. Again, feeling pretty darn strong with this exercise. Rick looking great there too. Little, we can help force out some reps with there's a little pulley system at the top there that just a little bit of help to help crank out some extra reps there. But again, really great to train with Rick. We had a blast hitting shoulders and arms here today. I hope you enjoyed this footage. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. More than anything, I want to hear from you down in the comments section below. Share your thoughts, share your insights. I can't wait to hear from you. And before you go, don't forget to download your free guide, Jacked After 40. Hope you have yourself an absolutely amazing day. I'll catch you in the next video.